Today our topic will be primary trig ratios. Primary trig ratios, as we know, trigonometry is the study of measurement of triangles. So let's do the basic things in trigonometry that we need the primary trig ratios. Primary trig ratios, we deal with the right triangles. So in right triangle, I cannot use this if I don't have right triangle. In right triangles we have (90°), this is 90°. Okay, so we have A, B, C. If this is my angle theta here, for this angle theta here, this side is called opposite. For this angle, this is called adjacent. Hypotenuse is always the longest side, so it never changes. It's opposite to 90°. So it always depends on the angle. So for example, if I had this triangle here, if this is my angle theta, for this angle, this is opposite. This is 90°. This is adjacent. This is always hypotenuse. So it always depends on the position of the angle, where the angle is. So we have trig ratios, 3 of them. They are just ratios. Ratio means it is two-sided divided to each other. That's a ratio. Ratio has no units. So we define sine of an angle. We say sine theta, or we write it as short. Sin theta is always opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine is a ratio between the adjacent and the hypotenuse. It's just a ratio. And tangent or tan, this is our cosine, cos, is a ratio between opposite and adjacent. So these are just ratios. So the 3 ratios, we can combine them together and people say SOHCAHTOA. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse, cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, tan is opposite over adjacent. Okay, so let's see how to solve this one here. If we say solve the triangle, it means I have to find all the unknowns, angles and sides. Let's see the first one as if we are given this angle as 40°, and this as 90°, and this is as A, B, and C. So the side opposite to angle A is usually called small letter A. The angle opposite, the side opposite to angle B, capital, is small b. The side opposite to angle C is called small c. So now we are solving this. We know 40°. We know this is A is 8. Okay, so in any case, we must have given combination of 2 things except for 2 angles. One side, one angle, or 2 sides to solve these problems here. So I have to find C and B. So I say I'm given 40. I have to use 40 and 8. I have to find C. My question is, what connects C with this hypotenuse and 40? So we say 40. C is opposite to 40, and this is a hypotenuse. So opposite and hypotenuse is sine. So I have to use sine 40 degrees is equal to C over 8, which means C is equal to cross multiply 8 times sine 40 degrees, which is 5.14 in our calculator. Now I say, what connects B with 40? B to 40 is adjacent, and I have hypotenuse 8. So adjacent and the hypotenuse are cosine. Therefore, I have to say cosine 40 degrees is equal to B over 8, which means B equal to 8 times cosine of 40 degrees. So B is equal to 6.13. Now, I know B, I know C, I have to find angle B. Since I know this angle A is 90, this is 40, the total between three of them is 180. And since angle A is already 90, angle C plus angle B must be 90 degrees. Therefore, angle B is 90 minus 40 degrees, which is 50 degrees. So solve the triangle means finding all the unknowns we have. So let's see B. If I had this is 90 degrees, this is 2.8, this is 43 degrees, and this is side B, this is side A, this is angle C, this is angle A, and this is B. So 43 degrees, 2.8 degrees, and then B and A. So let's find now the unknowns. So we say we are given 43 and 2.4. We would like to find B. What connects B and 2.4? This is opposite, this is adjacent. Therefore, tan 43 degrees is equal to B over 2.8. Therefore, B equal to 2.8 times tan 4.43 degrees, which is equal to 2.61. So now, let's see now A. 43, we are given this, which is adjacent to 43. A is hypotenuse. So 43 adjacent and the hypotenuse is cosine. So cosine of 43 degrees is equal to 2.8 over A. I cross multiply A times cos 43 degrees is equal to 2.8. It's not automatically this times that, this one. So you have to be attentive. A equal to 2.8 divided by cosine 43 degrees, which means A is equal to approximately 3.83. So now we found A, we found B. We have to find angle C. Since angle A is 90, angle B is 43, angle C will be 90, take away 43, which is 47 degrees. Okay, so these are the primary trig ratios. So we need basically these ones here to find any other angles.